Back to the weekly market recap. We go over this week's market while keeping it as simple as possible. This weekly market recap did get shot a day later because I wanted to get new information to give it straight to you. So first, last week, we had a very short week in the market. The markets were closed on Friday for the 4th of July, and they closed early on Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But even with a short market, we did receive some important economic data, and the main topic was job numbers. So first on Wednesday, we received the private sector jobs. And if you look at this headline, it actually came in at a negative number, so way lower than expectation. So with that lower number, everybody was trying to wait for Thursday when we see the official unemployment numbers. And the expectation was about 4.3%, and it came in about 4.1%. So again, it's showing that the unemployment rate is coming down. And again, that's a very big deal when it comes to interest rate cuts, because if unemployment is not coming down, the government is not going to feel obligation to take the interest rates down. And that's the big fight right now between Donald Trump and Jerome Powell. Again, Donald Trump wants the interest rates to come down. It's another big event that happened last week, and it was the big, beautiful bill that Donald Trump did get passed through the House and the Senate. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this here is because that big, beautiful bill will help in a lot of ways, but it will increase the national debt by trillions of dollars. And again, that goes to that conversation about the interest rates. So Donald Trump wants the interest rates to go down because America had this high amount of debt in the trillions. And if the interest rate is higher, that means they're going to have to pay more on that debt. So again, Donald Trump wants that to come down. And the Fed chair, Jerome Powell, wants to keep it up just in case inflation goes back up. That's another huge story that we need to figure out what's going to happen. But that leads us to a reason why it was delayed in the weekly market recap. So after the market closed on that Thursday, after the good unemployment numbers, the S&P 500 was at all-time high. And while the market was closed, Donald Trump announced that the news on tariffs for certain countries will be coming very soon, because the deadline for the tariff negotiations between the countries is expired in the next couple days. With that news, I thought this Monday was going to be a day that the market could go down. And if you look right here, we did have a very down day in the market. And again, Donald Trump did announce that certain countries will be having different tariffs. For example, like Japan, it looks like they might be having a tariff above 25% on all goods. So again, that increases inflation. So it's a very tricky game right now to balance inflation and to balance these tariffs and interest rates coming down. But again, we should have a lot more information this week. I'll shoot that right to you guys. So again, this is the weekly market recap. I'll see you soon. Peace.